It's a small wooden mini shrine. There's a sign next to it explaining its origin. This must be the old mini shrine we heard about. Now what should I do? Make an offering. Small plate for placing offerings in front of the mini shrine. May as well test out that rumor. Hey, Marashi. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Hand me one of those manju you brought. Sure thing. Here you go. He pulls a Kintoki manju from his paper bag and hands it to me. Once I've got it, I go to place it in the offering plate. What is this? When I look closer at the plate, there's weird things scattered around it. It better not be something gross. What is it, Akira? I stick my nose close, but it doesn't smell like much of anything. It takes a bit of staring, but I finally realize what it used to be. It's a manju. Mess there is the unrecognizable remains of what had been a manju. Red bean paste inside it squirted out in an uncanny resemblance to intestines. Damn, that's surprising. It's just a manju. Manju got back at you for talking shit about it. Some kind of soul must have offered a manju. Some kind soul must have offered a manju before we did. Crows or rats probably got to at it. Those things literally eat anything. Probably. Focus. I place the manju in the small plate. Doesn't look like Kubitaru's coming. We all glance around, but nothing looks different. Well, obviously. Rumors are just that, after all. Maybe it was the walking the dog part. No, we don't know yet. Same with the Udashima woman. Nothing happened right after I threw the rock, but she actually... Summery, lukewarm breeze blows between the transmission tower and the nearby homes. Interrobang. I swear Did I just feel a gaze on me? Or was I imagining it? Something the matter, Kijima? Your face kind of froze there. No, it's nothing. What should I do? Pray. For real? Seriously want to do that? Well, you know, formalities. Akira, you're unexpectedly religious. Can't exactly fault me for it. Anyone in a situation like mine would be the same. If bowing my head will get me help from God or Buddha, I'll bow as many times as I need to. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll do it with you. We line up next to each other and bow our heads to the mini shrine. Nothing really feels any different, but I filled my duty. Examine the sign. Something's written on a sign in thin letters. Things smudged and hard to read, but it looks like the origin of the mini shrine is explained. It says, sacred tree called a Kintoki cedar used to be here. Cedars were two brothers called Tado Kintoki and Jiro Kintoki. The one here was Tado. It says both brother cedars are gone now, with only this mini shrine left. I see, so that's why the transmission tower is called Kintoki Tower. A bit bland for a sacred tree replacement, but I guess they wanted to pass the name down. They then left the mini shrine in place of the tree. Everyone's afraid of the wrath of the gods. After all, they say the Kintoki Cedars has some crazy-ass powers. Crazy-ass powers, you say? Like what? Is it a legend of a man accomplishing a great deed or some illness being cured? My granny says, apparently the two sacred trees gave divine protection from the lightning. Ever since the trees were cut down, there's been more lightning strikes and electrical accidents. Well, that's just stupid. If lightning strikes stopped because of tree powers, then we wouldn't have needed Ben Franklin. What's he got to do with this? Huh? Well, maybe someday you'll realize. It's not important right now. So Marahashi, there any other odd legends? I don't know anymore. When I was a squirt, they just told me not to play around here or even talk about it. They also said not to go near the well, but, well, that's common sense. The well, huh? Well, it's probably dry, but someone's still maintaining it. Alright. I want in! An old well that's been closed with a concrete lid. There's a chain over the lid sealing it tight. Could be they don't want people falling in. No bloodstains. Chain over the lid. I got fucking shit all. When I shine the light at the metal wires, I can see some parts that have been snipped. I wonder if someone messed around with them as a prank. Alright. An old lamppost. Light is weak. It's not enough to light up the path at night. Alright. The curved mirror is clouded by dirt and exhaust gas, and sections of paint are fading away. There's not much. I already made an offering. Do I just leave? Is there anything else to do here? I'm just gonna go. Ah! Man screams from somewhere close by. Was that? Let's go! Instinct has me running before I realize it. I dash around a few corners and bolt through the alley. Ah! The cop can only let out strangled sounds. What he's staring at was swinging without a breeze. A headless dog hangs from a pole. That's fucked. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Holy... The others catch up to me only moments later, all eyes fixed on the horrific dog corpse. Hey you, what the hell happened? Screw the guy being a cop, I demand answers from a terrified man. Axe, head, can't have mine. Head. Hey, did you see Kubitaro? An axe, large man. Took the head. Went to the transmission tower. Yeah. He screams loudly, it's like he's remembering exactly what he witnessed of Kubitaro. No doubt everyone living around here just heard that. Damn Akira. Call the police, let's get out of here. A quick nod and I take off in a sprint toward the transmission tower. Where's Kubitaro? Quickly glancing around, every corner yields. No one who looks remotely correct. Shit. Takes a while, but Amanome, and Maruhashi eventually catch up. You run too fast. Did you find Kubitaro? No. No sign of him. That's so. I have to say, I'm kind of glad he's not here. Kubitaro, he's more insane than I ever imagined. That dog, the head. Don't remind me. Running full speed's already got me feeling sick. What is it, Kijima? Why are you sniffing around like that? Kinda smells like blood. Huh? Really? I don't smell anything. I place full trust in this guy's senses. He's like a Superman, at least physically. We've checked that place earlier, but no harm in looking one more time. He's gonna start moving fast soon after because of that dog thing. We don't have much time to hurry. Must be the old mini shrine. Now what should I do? Maybe touch it. No bloodstains. Snipped, messed around. No bloodstains. Where's their blood? Trying to find the blood. I don't know, man. Take a closer look at the sealed well. Huh? What's that weird smell? It's coming from behind the well. I slide my fingers over and behind the well to examine it when suddenly I feel a slimy sensation. It's gonna be a dog head, isn't it? Look away now if you don't want to see it. Or not. I'm hearing something that sounds like a children's song. Dog is whining like I'm afraid of something. Like it's afraid of. Head to the Great Tado Kintoki. On the 15th night, off to the Great Tado Kintoki. To make Dad feel bad. The voice is singing rather joyfully, but the presence I feel in my skin, the icy cold touch of sadness. Head to the Great Tado Kintoki on the 15th night. Sounds like I got a couple days of preparation then. I heave deep breaths over and over. My heart won't stop pounding. Hey, you okay? Did you use your power? Ah, shit. There's blood on the back of the well and I accidentally touched it. What'd you see? No idea, but I heard a song. A song? Head to the Great Tado Kintoki on the 15th night. Children's song. The lyrics went something like that. Maybe it's referring to some old custom where people pray to the trees on the 15th night. Phrasing's definitely like a children's song. Yeah, you're right. Strangely, I don't feel entirely convinced that it's just a children's song. The motion I picked up from touching the blood was cold and sad. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There was a dog growling. His blood must be from the dog that was killed. That means there's a dog head inside the well. I'm of half a mind to open it and check, but I doubt we have time for that right now. Terrible that incident earlier. The cops will be here soon. If the cops find us, they'll want to question us and it'll become a big mess. Yeah, we can check again tomorrow. Let's make ourselves scarce before the cops come. Head off at a run down the path that takes us back to the residential area. Welcome back. Look pale, what happened? I recap everything for her. The disaster that might be caused by Kubitado and the odd song I heard of through Bloodmetry. As she listens, her concern melts into curiosity. Traces of Kubitado and a mysterious children's song. It's all sounding so bizarre, I wanted to go too. I'd have been perfectly happy if you'd gone instead. Then I wouldn't have had to see the corpse of a headless dog. Maybe I'm glad I didn't after all. Pardon me, it seems things are going on down at the station. Glance over at the police station, a bunch of people have been passing through the doors. Someone must have heard the scream and called the cops. Town's gotta be crawling with cops, so you can't investigate with things like this. Guess we'll have to call it for today. Alright, let's meet tomorrow at the usual time and place. Now if you'll excuse me, I have plans. Ah, sir, wait for me! Ah, that's right, Kijima. You can have these. Maruhashi shoves a paper bag full of Kintoki manju at me. What the... Okay, I'm off. I should get going soon myself. I'd like to head back with you part of the way, but I have to stop by the agency. I need to discuss work with my manager. What are you working on right now? Well, you know, summer things. Like shows that bring in idols in swimsuits to play sports in the pool. Of course a boy would think that, but for those who have to do it, it's hard. There are guys who try to take weird pictures. Alright, good night. I head off in separate directions, leaving me standing with a paper bag. Guess I'll head home. Alright. Light from the photo booth spills out and illuminates the dark underpass. Let's just go. Wonder why I'm having to manually go down the underpass. My phone? No number. Someone pranking me? The hell was that? And now a text? May as well open the message. From D-Man. D-Mail. One who explores the untapped world, I am D-Man. Don't be afraid, we'll start with finding Ooparts. The Bible we explorers all love. Then business can get underway. I sincerely hope that I can welcome you as a new comrade. The hell? D-Man? Sounds very lewd. This whole thing's too elaborate for a prank. I think Ooparts was the name of some kind of weird magazine about UFOs or something. Might as well find it in a convenience store. D-Man may show up. Use the hints in them to examine your surroundings. D-card. Alright. Glass can see if they got the magazine. Nobody here. They're in the bathroom. Oh well, I can find on my own. Oh, that's it? There's only one copy left of the magazine I'm after on the rack. There they are. When I open it, an important notice catches my eye. Thank you for continuing support of this magazine. It's been brought to our attention that customers have found cards inserted on every issue. Please note our company has not been including any cards either as bonuses or extras. These cards are in no way affiliated with our magazine. We ask for your understanding and cooperation in this matter. As I soon finish reading, I notice a strange card tucked between the pages. Is this the card they were talking about? Flip it over to see what's written on it. Congratulations on your first D card. To help you believe me, here's a little about myself. How much do you know about the urban legend of D-Man? Rumor has it, an occult magazine called Monthly Ooparts sometimes includes a small item for inexplicable reasons. It's said that those cards contain info on several spirits. The information comes from D-Man. That's right. It's yours truly. What's the purpose of these cards? An extraordinary man like yourself may have already realized the seekers of the untapped world. These cards help me offer my knowledge and recruit those with potential to join me. It's by no means mandatory, as this is just fluff compared to the fate you're facing right now. There is no fucking way all this text can fit on a card. But, if you're interested, I'm willing to offer something related to my memoirs. To start, a story about one of my acquaintances, a Mr. K from H City. Showcase your talent to the fullest and dive into the unknown. What's with this card? It's pretty involved for a dumb prank. And how the hell did they text me? If it's a joke, it's not funny. Shouldn't even be playing along. Who in the world is this D-Man guy anyway? D card. Alright. Sure. Get out of here. Just go home and save. Text. Open up the message. You're natural. You'll have no problem with the next one. Search the red monster that devours paper. At this location will be appropriate analysis record. I'll be contacting you irregularly from now on. Stay healthy. What, like a fucking mailbox? Man, this guy's persistent. Search inside the mailbox and my fingers bump into something. That was easy. Lower my gaze to the writing on the card. I guess that explains why, I was told I had to manually walk down that path. Case revolving around the rumors of the mark from like few years ago in Tokyo's H City. It said the mark is a curse. Those with a dog bite-like bruise face a suspicious death or go missing. By the time I visited H City after the case, the rumor was very much reality. I followed the traces of several supernatural phenomena. The mark's curse is inflicted after encountering a spirit associated with H City's legends, so I visited several haunted places that piqued my interest. I'll spare you the details as another memoir, Death Mark, recorded them all, but each spot was associated with death and fear, suicide woods, an abandoned school, etc. I ended up at a large mansion. That's where I met Kay, who I now consider a good friend. Our similar backgrounds cause us to hit it off. I heard all about the case and its conclusion from him. Mr. K highly regards my Spirit Information Network, and I promised to research 2 names for him, Lisa and Leonard. What's this D-Man guy doing all this for? Whatever, better head back. Solved D-Man's riddle, so I head home feeling pretty satisfied myself. Haven't eaten since noon, so I checked the contents of my refrigerator. Some pork that's still good, maybe I'll make some stir-fry. Now that I'm full, I'm starting to feel drowsy. Tomorrow's gonna be busy, so going to bed early seems like a good plan. It's Amanome. It's late, what do you want? Kubitato makes you too scared to sleep? Shut it. Bond called me. That journalist. What do you say? Wants to meet at Shinza Station right now. Fuck you. I want to fucking save because I've been doing this shit for 4 hours. Give my throat a fucking rest. What a pain, just as I was about to go to bed. And why did you call me? It's obvious. I want to bum a ride on that bike you always talk about. Why me? It's the fastest way there. Plus you'd be a good bodyguard. What do members of the family work? You have to be curious about Bond too. You knew about spirits. Actually, I'm outside your place right now. Fuck off. Let me fucking save. Don't keep me waiting. Guess I don't have a choice. May as well go. Can I please? Yo, long time no talk. Let's get going. Here, your payment. Thanks for stabbing me. Tonkatsu drink. Where'd you find these nasty things? All my friends know of my hobby. Some try to curry favor by sending me gifts from other places. My stomach's already full of pork. Well, you don't have to drink it now. Take your time to savor the flavor tomorrow. I want to know what you think of it. Alright. Didn't think you'd enjoy it that much. Somehow always blow past my expectations. Anyways, let's be on our way. Fuck you. Amanome pops on the spare helmet and smoothly climbs on behind me. Having ridden it before, he takes less time than Hazuki had. Hazuki's also wearing a dress, so I'd assume it's a bit more complicated to get on. Alright, take me to Shinza Station. I drive down the empty road heading toward the center of the Shinza ward. Bright building in front of me, Moon Tower, points me in the correct direction. There's gotta be a fucking way to sit there. You bitch! Oh, I gotta keep going. Shinza Station is right by it. I'm kinda sleepy. Same! Days fatigue plus a full stomach have made my eyelids heavy. I really should have had a cup of coffee or something before I left. Back is suddenly smacked from behind, must be trying to keep me awake. Known each other for so long that Amanome can just tell these things. Been 10 years, huh? It's a mess back in those days before Aunt Natsume took me in. We had no money and everything always felt like it was falling apart. All I had was anger. The only way I knew how to get rid of it was fighting. Didn't matter to me who I fought. A cop, an upperclassman, a son of the Yakuza. I picked fights with them all. So now in the end, the son of the Yakuza, Seiji Amanome, decided he liked me. I always thought I probably just hit him too hard on the head. Been hanging out ever since. Amanome and I are complete opposites. He disguises his true dark Yakuza self behind an outgoing friendly mask. Well, I'm a loner musclehead who hates drawing attention to myself. Even our clothing preferences are opposites. He goes for white and I only wear black. The only thing I can figure that we share is our lack of common sense. We're both broken in some way. The low rumble of the engine echoes through the vacant business district. We're almost to Moon Tower. When we reach Shinza Station, I park my bike and we head toward the meeting spot. The place Bond picked out is a raised passageway nearby. It's packed with pedestrians during the day, but right now it's completely empty. I can see the Moon Tower rising out of the darkness when I peer through the metal fence. I had people looking into Bond, but as a guy who deals with society's underbelly, he's careful. Even I couldn't obtain his address. You almost sound happy about that. Seems to be a guy worth crushing. Wonder what he wants, though. He was surprisingly concerned about what we were doing at Yamato Shrine. He better fucking rush it. Go home, sleep, and save, goddammit. Let's hope he tells us the right things. If it comes down to it, I'll just beat it out of him. Geez, so violent, Runt. You should study how adults handle things. Don't you agree, undefeated champion of the UG match, Akira Kijima? So you looked into me, too. Your mother's horror novelist Natsumi Kijima, or I should say foster mother. Real mother is her older sister Satomi, passed away due to an illness 2 years ago. Wasn't officially married, so I couldn't find out who your father was. Are you stalking me? Hell no, it's insurance. It's to show that I know you very well. Could even let your mother know about your little part-time job. Son of a... Cool it, Akira. This passage has a security camera. Won't be able to get out of it if you hit him, and you'll end up worrying Miss Natsumi. Let me handle this. I would really like it if you didn't trouble my friend, Mr. Bond. Why are we here? I want to know why you were going after a spirit back at Yamato Shrine. Truly doubt men your age like to dabble in the occult arts. We're not exactly against telling you, but in exchange, we'd like to know what info you have on spirits. A mutual exchange. You stay silent for a while. Then, well, fine. You accepted that pretty fast. Information on ghosts doesn't put food on the table. You say that, but you seem eager. It's a grown-up matter. Anyway, hurry up and talk before I change my mind. We tell him about what we experienced so far. Ami disappearing, Kaguya, the curse, Urashima woman, and Kubitato of Kintoki. Our story ends after we mention what we saw earlier tonight. Kaguya, huh? I know something of her. Nothing concrete, mind you. Hey, tell us what you know. Who is she? Hold your horses, half-pint. I don't look it, but I'm still a journalist. I need evidence before I share anything. Give me time to investigate. He speaks quietly, but firmly. I can tell he's not dodging. Fine. I don't have time. You gotta hurry. I'll try. But rather than focusing on Kaguya right now, I'd say Kubitato of Kintoki is the bigger problem. Aren't you going to die when the time limit expires? It won't be long until those mouths appear again, whispering death into my ears. Terrifying sensations of my skin wriggling and moving on its own. Thinking about it makes me shudder. I'll search for info on Kubitato as well. It's rather obscure for a spirit though, so I'm not sure how much I can dig up. Don't expect much. Rather generous of you. I have my reasons. Besides, I'm not running a charity. This thing's gotta go both ways. You tell me everything you learn about spirits. And no hiding anything from me, got it? Yes, that's acceptable. Glad to see you're more understanding than expected, Mr. Bond. Hey, I'm an Ome kid. Spirits and the Prince of Threats are different matters. I have other suspect rumors on you. I won't be generous with those. We can go into all that another time. We look forward to hearing your Kubitato info. If my friend were to die, by my family name of Amanome, I will chase you down. What a scary brat you are, threatening an adult. Well, I'll be going now. Don't die. Bond walks off towards Shinza's station. Didn't expect him to cooperate that easily. Kaki is interested in you, so you're a valuable source of information for him. I'll be helpful for the most part. I can't exactly say that makes me happy. Bear with it. It's thanks to his interest that you have access to info and a connection. Oh, that's right. Amanome steps aside and takes out his phone. Hey, it's me. Everyone can fall back. Thanks for your hard work. Sorry about that. What was that about? Well, if he hadn't come to see reason, I was planning to invite him to my office. An emergency measure, you understand? It's a little visible. If your guys are here, then why did I have to bring you on my bike? Minor details aren't important. Come on, I need you to take me home. Last train's already left. I ended up giving Amanome a ride again, and once I had dropped him off in front of this office, I drive straight home. Today's left me so exhausted. Yep, got it. I'm tired. Better freshen up first. Just a quick shower today. That was refreshing. Now I'm thirsty. I want to drink something. I don't have that. Fridge? Where the fridge at? Fridge and look inside. Looks like I have a bottle of tea. That'll do. Remember what's tucked in my bag? Matahashi gave me some weird manju earlier. I toss him and forget him, but I guess I'll keep him in the fridge for now. What to do with while my hair dries? Chug the tea and place the empty bottle on the table. Don't feel like it. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of a book. There it is. Pick up secret indiscriminate combat techniques. Think I'll read this for a while. Why did I leave off? Blows to the mastoid disrupt semicircular canals. Confirm that your opponent's off balance. Neighbors' dogs are barking. The hell are they barking for at this late at night? Open the curtains? Yeah. Stopped, finally. What the hell was that about? I don't feel like reading anymore. Maybe I'll just go to bed. What was that? Came from the balcony. Open the curtain? Yeah, sure. What can go wrong? This is a weird stain. Could it be like the ones I saw with the Urashima woman? Nah, I'm reading too much into it. You dumb motherfucker. Doubt I'll be able to fall asleep right away. Think I'll lie down anyway. Collapse on the bed and shut my eyes. Think back on what happened a few days ago. Strange things have been happening to me ever since I started looking into the Urashima woman rumor. If that's the case, could the thing earlier have something to do with Kubitaro of Kintoki? After everything that's happened today, I'm exhausted. Despite it still being riled up, my consciousness drifts off immediately. Kintoki during the daytime is full of cop cars and an excessive number of officers. That is because of the incident with the headless dog last night. Looks like we'll have to keep our guard up even more tonight. When the sky bleeds in the sunset, I make my way to the Black Rabbit like usual. Lights are already on at the bar. The sound of the door, Natsumi stands up from the counter. Ah, Akira. I get a whiff of something that smells suspiciously like alcohol. Natsumi, have you been drinking? Maybe a little. Couldn't get any food down, so I thought I'd try and see if alcohol would. Sure, it's not just to take the place of some kind of food. Doing everything in her power, but there's been no progress regarding Ami. Meeting up with everyone again? Yeah, we get together here sometimes. It's unusual to see you with friends, Akira. You're usually alone whenever I see you. It's not that I don't like people, I'm just more comfortable when I'm by myself. I see. Well, just don't do anything reckless. Yeah, about that. Just then her phone rings. Hello, this is Natsumi. Alright, yes, I'll be there shortly. I'm going out for a bit. Hired a private detective, so I need to go listen to the daily report. Lock the door on your way out, okay? Natsumi gave a little wave and leaves. Her forced cheerfulness is painful to watch. What's worse is she can't hide her stagger in her step. Laptop is sitting on the counter, still on. Natsumi must have been using it. On the screen is a website asking for more info on missing people. Looks like she was reading the Shinza ward page. Ami's case hasn't been made public yet, so it's not up on the site yet. Most of those missing seem to be old folks and adults, though there are a few kids too. Half a year ago is as recent as they get, with some middle school kid missing. It was investigated as a kidnapping like Ami, but it doesn't seem like the kid's been found yet. Kids disappearing one after the other with the adults not noticing. It's damn eerie. I'm not at the bar long before Amanome and Hazuki arrive, and at the same time. Good morning. I ran into Amanome at the station, so we decided to walk over together. Guess people in the industry feel the need to say good morning regardless of the time. Either that, or she's really... or she just wakes up in the evening. It still throws me off when I hear it at night. Yeah, how's it going? Well, that was a dumb question considering your whole situation. Probably not great. No Maruhashi today. I told him we canceled our meeting today. It was looking like he was gonna follow us again. Not too keen on walking around with that sweaty guy in the height of summer. Oh, speaking of Maruhashi, I have a gift for you. That smile. I don't know about this. Is it another weird drink? Oh, is that what you wanted? Sorry, guess again. Here. Kintoki Manju. That's gonna be useful. Not this again. You're so fed up. It's great. Present from Maruhashi. He asked me to give it to you. Seems he thinks you're a Manju-loving comrade. I really don't need these. Aw, he likes you. You just seem to draw people to you, don't you? What's a Manju, Hazuki? Thanks, but I'm on a diet. Oh, I see the laptop is out. Perfect. I wanted to do something. Also, diet is a fucking great excuse for her. It's probably the best, most legitimate excuse for not wanting to eat something. Vaughn contacted me earlier. He gave me a website URL. Said the incidents described on it are affiliated with Kubitaro of Kintoki. Isn't Bon that journalist guy who we were pretty sure was a jerk? Why is he helping us? Well, yesterday. I tell Azuki about last night. Boo, that's not fair. Amanome got to go on a ride with Kijima. That's what you're upset about? Middle-aged men don't interest me. Now, if they were missing limbs or transparent, then I'd bend my no flirting rule. Though, no head is grounds for an immediate no. Get it out. I've had enough of missing heads with Kubitaro. Amanome turns to the laptop and types in the URL he was given. And Kijima. Internet URLs are kind of like magical incantations. Type in random letters and numbers and a website is displayed out of nowhere. I mean, the internet is kind of like magic. Oh, you get what I'm saying? That would make you the first person to understand. I'm a bit touched. Hey, stop babbling about dumb things and take a look. In big red letters on a black background is a straight to the point heading. The truth of Kintoki's legend is of Kubitaro. Bon says that apparently this webpage doesn't show up with a normal search. Something called a hidden page. Guess that adds to the fun of a horror site. Gives it a sort of secret feel, adds to the realism. And this is where my job ends. I'll leave reading it to you guys. What, you can't read? Oh, right. You just know my stance on horror stories and the like. Summarize it for me later. That guy really doesn't like ghosts. Rolling my eyes, I begin to read. Guess who the fuck I'm taking with me on this ghost hunt tonight? Kubitaro was a large man who lived back when Kintoki was called Kintoki Village. Vicious murderer, he killed numerous people and animals, chopping off their heads. That is the established theory regarding Kubitaro. However, that is not the truth. This writer believes Kubitaro was a large girl of superhuman strength, born to the landowner of Kintoki Village. She was dull-witted but violent, and it appears true that she chopped animals' heads off for fun. But she didn't attack people. The residents considered her a bother, but couldn't complain due to her station. Behind her back, they called her Kubitaro for her large stature and violent nature. I'm getting a feeling that Kubitaro is some Japanese-ass pun that I'm not understanding. There's a reason why the truth warped into the rumor of a large man who's a vicious murderer. Apparently Kubitaro did something that touched on the taboo of the village, and that's how Kubitaro died. Her father silenced the village with a gag order in order to hide the family shame. Time passed, the truth stayed hidden, and from the scraps the info a vicious murderer was born. That is the truth behind the rumor of Kubitato that the people of Kintoki believe today. Not really a horror story, this feels more like a validation of the truth. These things are nice too, like a good mystery. No ghosts or curses from the dead, I stayed on guard for nothing. So you read it anyway? Well, I was bored. This all feels more believable than the vicious murderer story Maruhashi told us. If I assume this theory is correct, then the biggest surprise is that Kubitato was a girl. Not exactly what you expect from a girl. It's far from what normal boys do too, chopping heads off animals. It does make you wonder though, what did Kubitato do that touched on the taboo? You could think on this forever and there'd be no way we'd know for sure. But now I'm curious, is this connected to the death of Kubitato? Without a doubt. Might be a clue to something like what with the Urashima woman. No point to musing on this any further. We should go to Kintoki first. Yeah. We decide to head to the station for now. Okay. To no one's surprise, there aren't a lot of people out at midnight. But a glance at the police station tells a different story from last night. I will say, so far, all the attempts to jump scare have been really, like, bitch made. Like, for fucking real. I appreciate trying to trying to scare you during, like, what isn't gameplay. Like, during menus and shit, like, during the one thing where the hands pop down on the info of the Urashima woman, like, you wouldn't expect to be jump scared there, but, you know, there was one. Still bitch made, though. But still, they certainly look busy. Yeah, it makes sense after what happened. I swung by Kintoki around noon and there was cop cars everywhere. I'd assume so. If security's gonna be tight, then we can't be half-hearted in our investigation. We need an objective. So, what should we do? If we're investigating Kubitato, then I think we'll have to open that well. We didn't have time yesterday, but how about taking a look at that well by Kintoki Tower? Kubitato might be hiding something in there. Oh, that's right. Plus the area around Kintoki Tower used to have the Kintoki Cedars. There must be a reason why Kubitato is seen there so often. Okay, so we're heading to Kintoki Tower again. Security's heavier than yesterday, so let's turn back if it looks like the cops want to question us. I agree. After all, I brought a troublesome little thing with me. What are you talking about? Amanami turns around and lifts his shirt a bit to show what's tucked into his waistband. Guy seems to have an automatic pistol. Probably the lighter that he was talking about that his father has. I doubt it's a real ass gun, but it's a lighter. It could still be a lot more useful than a gun. Like, for real though. In this case, a gun. Isn't that going too far? I'll have you know that this is an intricately modified gun. If I don't unlock the secret mechanism, it won't shoot. Can't even pull the trigger. Regardless, it's probably a good idea to have some kind of weapon for protection, right? Not against ghosts. I'd rather have the lighter than a fucking gun. Do you actually believe something like that would work? They aren't from this world. Amanome's never been face to face with the Urashima woman. I get why he'd want the safety of a weapon, but he'll be in deep shit if we're caught and they're confiscated. Does that mean that in the Urashima chapter that Amanome, like, there's zero possibility that he could have met up with her? Huh. Interesting. Or is that just a piece of dialogue that changes if he never encounters her, ever? I don't know. Honestly, it would require a second playthrough, which I'm probably not going to do. Well then, we better not get caught. Sorry, but I did not see, and have no knowledge of, what you have tucked in your pants. That's fine. I'll just say I secretly brought it. Better get going. We still have a ways to go before we reach Kintoki Tower. Amanome or Hazuki, who do I take with me on the investigation? I'm bringing Amanome. He needs to see a ghost. Be careful. Oh, you know what? We might find new things at places we've already investigated, so let's check them again as we go. telling me to investigate even if I've already been there. So there's the police. There's the station, some information. Oh, just a bus stop, not quite information. There's a building, don't give a shit, let's rock. Alright, so vending machines. Just some vending machines. Alright. 16th night, probably gonna be relevant at some point. The 16th. Jizo's standing in it. Jizo is offering a Kentucky Manju in variety of flavors. I'm gonna make claims there are even more flavors. Let me try and see. Take out the Kentucky Manju, but how am I supposed to use it? Oh, maybe, I don't know, a fucking offering, but I guess not. Alright. Lame graffiti. Not much else to do here. Oh hey, a train. Alright, looks like the crossing's blocking us again today. Well, we're here the same time as yesterday. Right. Cool. So there's still the flowers. Nothing's changed there. Look fresh. Crossing. Yep. Got it. It's crossing gonna cross. Trees are rustling like they do. Train clatter. And a building with all its lights off. Alright. Moving on. Nothing new there. Who be calling? A text. I open up the message. D-Man. How are you? Remember me? It's D-Man. I prepared your next riddle. Decipher it to receive your search analysis record. Search the monster that holds up the sky. Like a skyscraper? Search the monster. Who's texting you at a time like this? It's just something dumb. Search the monster that holds up the sky. Alright, look for some garbage for right now. Looks like some sort of charm. Well, a lot of whacked out shit's been happening recently. See why someone would want to depend on a little extra help. No, it doesn't matter if they threw it away. Yeah, well, may as well hold on to it. Maybe it'll be useful for something. Suspicious charm. Kind of interested in what it says. A supplement to the magazine called Monthly Ooparts and can supposedly repel any spirit. Yeah, whatever. I doubt doing that will help with the actual exorcism of the grudge rather than destroy it. Is eerily quiet? Yup, okay. Yellow, black reflectors. Scratches. Alright, nothing here as far as I know.